We are the live.
Eli's?
E-lives? I don't know. Captions are being weird. Hello, Internet. We're back with Treasure Tuesday. We're very excited because I believe we ended the last session with me saying y'all are going to have to roll for initiative. So, who remembers what happened last time?
Right. Yeah, there was a house,
Yeah.
and we knocked on the door.
Did you knock on the door or did you, like bang on the door?
I don't know, if I'm being quite honest.
I wrote down that Relic strums the lute loudly and pounds on the door. That's what I wrote down.
Well, I'm sure
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That tracks. Yeah.
Sounds like reality, yeah.
So I noted that y'all took a long rest at the beginning of the last session. And... What?
Yep, just think fuck that stuff was a little light, little less than I would like it to be generally. Carry on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, Marthala, a lot of the group went to, they popped out of existence, and you popped out of existence as well. So Relic was left on the beach, just by himself.
Sitting here with my thumb up my butt.
When they came back, you didn't come back with them then, so I'll describe you popping back in here. And, so Brandel has a cat figurine, and Relic has a lute.
It's a real fancy one.
Do y'all remember talking to the dolls?
Yep.
Remember
Super
what
fun.
they told you?
I
Yeah, they were being real sus.
Okay.
There's bears around, and there's lots of them. And they used to be assassins.
Right. Okay, and so you end up going towards what I wrote down as the Knot Mansion. I think that's what you all were calling it. It looked like a kid's playhouse, but huge, like the scale for a giant, with faded and really bright. It used to be really bright colors, but they'd faded. I wrote down that you learned that you were not sure the dolls were telling the truth about there not being a giant up here. The dolls were toy mercenaries, assassins, disruptors. Marrow was the worst. I don't remember why that was, but okay.
Probably because he
Yeah,
farted.
Spartan.
Right.
Yeah, farted when Druge was trying to do a perception chest.
You found out that this island floats through time and space. Marthala was missing. There are giants, which makes Druge feel weird. And the last thing I wrote down is that you learned is everything here is terrible. Now, for role-playing points from last session, we gave that to Brandel. So we had Brandel came back from the other place with a backbone and a bunch of sass, which Relic doesn't appreciate.
Yeah.
Kind of amusing.
Quinn does.
Another good moment was Quentin being super sus of all the Fae and noping out. And then we also had Brandel. I saw Brendan and now I'm ruined. Brandel smells a spoon. It's a wooden spoon, but it smells like metal. And Relic prepping the alchemist fire to annihilate the toys were all moments we had last week. Now, Marthala, you had taken the RP point from the previous session. You didn't get to use it last session, so you get it now. So Marthala and Brandel both have role-playing points. Okay?
Sweet.
Yep,
I have my sheet marked with a role-playing point, but I think that expired.
I believe it did.
Yeah, we decided that you made that up, and you were a dirty, filthy liar.
No.
I have this piece of paper that says
I do what I want. I owe you one raging, flaming, poisoning spear of doom.
According to my accounting, you haven't had a role-playing point.
I got it from the birthday session because of Marrow.
Oh, birthday
Oh, yeah.
session. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, that's expired. You had your chance
Yeah.
last time. You had your
And that
chance.
didn't happen in real life, so that
According
was
to
a
you.
fake
Neither
world.
did your loot, so give it back.
All right. So to set the scene, Barden Barbarian has been subscribed for 1 entire year. That's exciting. Thank you, Barden Barbarian. Go or stay. Okay. So, sorry, cat is being nonsensy. All right, so you're all standing in sort of a cleared area in front of this giant playhouse, and Relic has just strummed the loot that Quentin brought back from the plane adventure you went on, and then pounded on the door. And in between the loot and the pounding on the door, Marthala appears suddenly with a noise.
Oh, blimey. Oh. Where are we right now?
Hey, where'd you come from?
That's a bit of a
And
personal
is
question.
Is it safe to say that the mistress called me away again?
Yes, she did call you away. She actually, let me type something at you really quickly.
That's where she went during the birthday stream.
The mistress needed my help. Oh, I do wish she'd stop popping me around though. My stomach. Worse than being on the boat. So, really, where are we right now?
We're.
Well. Go ahead.
I was, just gonna say we're on that island we saw from the boat. There are Fey tea parties in the forest. Don't go anywhere near them. Don't drink anything. Don't eat anything. Don't accept any offers. Don't offer anything. Make no deals.
Alright, so let me understand this. I've been gone doing things, and you all have made absolutely no headway in that time. Is that to be believed?
Well, we've been gone.
Yeah, to be fair, we were also gone.
You all bounced out and left me sitting here on the beach in dangerous enemy territory with just my wits about me. And you're lucky that I was here at all when you came back, because I was right. I was, Anyway, we saw that, and
Well, we went to a party, so.
yeah, these jerks went to a party. Now they did bring me back this pretty nice loot.
It's a gorgeous instrument. You've never
Did
seen
you all
one.
get drunk while I was gone?
What? No.
Never
Maybe.
without you.
Alright, well, whose house is this?
We
We
are
do
about to
not.
find out.
Oh,
tried to,
we
anyway.
haven't met them yet, and she'll sort of like smooth out her armor as best she can, and sort of pat down her hair to.
Marthella,
Yeah,
we were
they
waiting
say
for
you
you, my dear.
can't
Yeah, we
do it.
were worried about you.
They wouldn't be an intro without you.
You hear a low growling noise come from inside the house.
Do you think they have a dog?
Yeah, well, one way or another. It's still not
How different from like marrow growling does it sound?
On a scale of like 1 to 10.
On a scale of Pekingese to bear.
Yeah, on a scale of Pekingese to bear, it's like an 11.
Good.
So it sounds like Drew when he's angry.
Not quite.
Probably not enough trumpet for that. But
Right. Yeah.
that sounds fine.
Mm-hmm. Sounds completely understandable. Yeah.
Rouge will start reaching for the glaive.
I would like to put my hand on his hand,
Mhm.
Sure.
trunk, whatever. They're more afraid of us than we are of them. We have to give it a moment. No one's gonna open up the door for us if they see you with a glaive.
Fine. And he will relax the grip.
Okay.
Is there anywhere Quentin can step off to the side and pull a clever girl with him and Marrow?
A what?
Like,
Eh.
one of each, like, me on one side, Marrow on the other, like, of the group, and, like, kind of be off to either side of the door somewhere? Are there any bushes out front we can hide in or anything like that?
No, the space around the door is pretty clear.
Okay.
You can go to either side of the door though if you'd like.
We'll go on either side of the door about, like, 5 feet back, so we're not like on the door frame.
Okay. All right. What's everybody else doing? Anybody opening the door?
Does this place look well kept? Or
No.
is it kind of run?
It's very run down. It looks like it's been abandoned for a very long time. Like there's weeds and like stuff growing up the walls, and the paint is all faded and chipped, and like there's like gouges in the door, like the frame and stuff. Like it does not look well kept at all.
But are there any signs of like recent movement
Activity.
or anything like that, like footsteps, or is there a thick layer of dust on everything?
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Oh, good, something I suck at.
Hey, I rolled a 9,
Yeah.
so
16.
So outside, the way that you can tell that there hasn't been a lot of movement is, when the forest goes through seasons, it drops a lot of like pine needles and stuff. And if there were a lot of traffic or even recent traffic, a lot of that would have been disturbed. But all you can see being disturbed is your own party. The house doesn't look like there's actually a vine like across the front door. So it really doesn't look like anybody's come or gone in a while. A long while.
Then I think I'd try to open the door.
Great. So the door,
I would give Druge like a side eye real quick as I sort of reach for it. Perhaps
Yeah.
he's knowing how.
I will take a step back to stand next to Druge.
okay. So the door is not locked, but it's sort of stiff. It's a wooden door, and it's sort of like with the weather sort of swollen a little bit to be a little stuck. So as you're opening it, there's that like squeaky noise that wood on wood makes when you kind of haul it open, and you're more than capable of doing it, but you have to like put your back into it.
As that's happening, can Druge periscope his trunk a little bit towards the door and see if he can smell anything that would be familiar and or detrimental to their well-being?
Yeah, give me a perception check, and you get advantage, I believe, because it's a smell check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see what we got there.
Sniff check.
That is a dirty 20.
So what you're smelling inside is a heck of a lot of dust. You're smelling there's probably a window that was left open, because you're smelling a bit of the forest coming in. You're smelling a lot of like a teddy bear smell, but larger than it's a very overwhelming smell, but it's like the smell of a toy. And that's about it.
Don't know if that's something Druge would be super familiar with,
I
so
don't think so.
he will relay none of that.
Fair enough. All right, so the door swings open, and what you're looking at is an oversized play kitchen. So the table is chunky. I don't know,
Chonky.
yeah, chonky. And there is a teddy bear sitting in one of the chairs at that table, but the same way that the table with the dolls that you spoke to in the clearing was tiny and made for the dolls, this table is quite large and made for the bear. So from a scale perspective, I want you to imagine that this is maybe Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the bear. Teddy bear.
So it's like 20 feet
Good.
tall, sitting down.
Nice.
Well, shit.
And it looks just
Like size.
it looks just like this.
House-sized.
It's super cute and it's very soft, and you just want to snuggle it. But it's huge, and it's
Step on everyone.
growling low in its throat, and it's bared its teeth, and just like the sort of normal sized teddy bears you saw in the clearing, it's got very sharp pointed teeth that you can
Yeah,
see
no,
very
that's
clearly.
All right, I think I know what it wants.
And what is that?
You'll see. And Marthala is going to, a look of great resolve is going to cross her face, and she'll step one step closer and extend her arms and say, "Do you need a hug?"
I don't think that's really what it needs. I think it
It's
needs
a teddy bear. Isn't that what they do?
well, it's growling though.
I'd be growling too if I hadn't had a hug in a while. Come on.
The teddy bear does start moving towards you, but it does appear to be aggressive in nature, and I'm gonna ask everybody to roll for initiative.
Maybe it needs a snack and like.
If you all think that
Shoulder
I'm
check.
not gonna hug this teddy bear,
It's a hug bear.
Yeah.
7.
Okay, let's
Five.
write this down. Marthala got a 17. What did Relic get?
11.
How about Druge?
13.
And Quentin?
I'm sorry, I was writing things down. I'm still adding mine up.
You're fired.
Oh, right, because you have your gift of whatever.
Yeah.
Alacrity.
Yeah, whatever bullshit.
It's a D8. Okay, so
It's just a
that's
fun
good.
word to say.
It is.
Yeah.
What about Brandel? What's his?
14.
Okay, back up to Quentin.
That's sorry, math. Sorry, 15
okay.
plus
Take your time.
4, 21.
15 plus 4 is 9. Or 19.
19. Yep, that's the number.
That's okay.
I looked at the 4 and then my armor class is 17, so I did that math instead.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let me rearrange stuff.
Was Brandel and Druge?
I was 14. 4 and then teen.
All right. So just to paint a picture here, Marthala is standing a step through the door. Who would be sort of at the door? Would that be Druge?
Yep.
Okay, so Druge is sort of standing in the door.
It should be like right behind Marthala. So
Right, and
wherever that is.
Normally, like, you have to sort of duck, to get through doors. You do not have to do that this time. And it's quite a wide door, so you, like, probably, like, 3 of you could stand across, right? So where is Brandel in this mess? This wonderful, wonderful mess.
I would probably let as much people go first as I can.
Okay, and Relic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a couple steps back because I rapped on the door and whatnot, and then when Marthala poofed in and she kicked that door open, I definitely stepped back next to Druge.
Yeah, like I'll probably be like, behind Marthala or behind Rouge or something like that.
And then Quentin and Maro are off on either side of the
we
door.
were like SWAT teaming the door to get ready.
Cool.
Oh, everybody's chill, and Marthalla's like, bear! And Quentin's like, fuck this Faye bullshit, I'm gonna SWAT team the door.
Okay.
Does the door open in or out?
Ooh, good question.
What way do outside doors open? Out, I guess. No, in. Wait. In.
They open in, but
It opened
play doors
in.
go both ways.
Okay.
It goes both ways, but so Marthala, would you have pulled or pushed? I can be flexible as soon as I learn things. It's important.
I had pictured it as you said. I kind of put my back into it, so I pictured sort of shouldering that door.
Yeah.
open.
So you shoved it. You shoved it open. Yeah. Okay.
Understandable.
Is it all right if we say that you managed to get it all the way open before you had this interaction with the bear?
Yes, I would have wanted everyone to see.
Great. Okay. Well, the bear is up first, and the bear is going to try to malevolently hug Marthala. Does a 19
How
hit?
close is he getting?
He's gonna try and glom onto her.
I'm asking because if he's getting within 10
Yeah,
feet
you've
of
got a
me,
reaction, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I think because he's gonna enter Marthala's space and you're right up with her. So I think that's
Right.
within 10 feet. So
Right.
yeah, and that sounds right to me.
Unless he has a reach too. I don't know what this thing is. So
No, he has something
Tiny
different.
little teddy bear arms.
Well, it's a bear.
Cool.
He's gonna go up to the Marthala and he's gonna try and use his little arms and like be like ow.
A 19 hits.
Okay. So you are grappled. Wait, no. Druge, do you have that reaction that you want? Do you want to do that before I do all of this?
Sure. That is a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Ooh.
Oof.
Okay. Good to know.
Interesting.
Okay, so now my turn. I go now. Okay, so Marthala, you are grappled. If you tried to
I don't
escape,
get to make a strength save? I'm just automatically grappled?
yes, because I managed to land this
Okay.
hit. And ability checks to escape it are at disadvantage, and I'll remind you of that later. And you are going to take 7 damage, bludgeoning damage. And you are being hugged by this bear. Now, it smells like musty, right? Like a teddy bear that's been left, like, maybe at the base of a hideout that was underneath a tree. And but he's super soft. So as he's hugging you, you're like, oh, this is kind of nice.
That explains why it's only 7 damage. Not much more.
Well, my dice are not being very friendly right now, so that's what we're doing.
Or are they?
All right, Quentin, you are up next, and Marthala, you are on deck. Quentin, what are we doing?
I'm gonna hand signal over to my dog, and we're gonna run in.
Mm-hmm.
And like Quentin's amped up, like he's on edge, like the tea party, like all this stuff just reeks of stuff that he hates or makes him nervous.
And
at least.
everything's weird, right? And that always screams
Yeah,
Fae to you.
it's all got that like Fae tinge to it, which makes him extra nervous.
You don't like it.
So he's going to cast Zephyr Strike on himself and run in and attack. It's a bonus action. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's going to swing out at the rapier and attack. With a number that is hopefully good. Well, could be better. That's gonna be a total of. Oh, why did my equipment go away? Oh, because we took it off for the party. Sorry, 1 second. I had no weapons on. Yeah, that's gonna miss. That's a 12.
Yeah, that will miss.
And I get 2 attacks at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? Do I have to attack again with my same weapon, or can I use that second attack for Marrow?
I thought Marrow was his own action.
No, it's a bonus action at least for me.
Okay.
So we'll say that I just attack with the rapier again.
Okay.
So we say like I swing and like I just catch fluff.
Yeah, it like if this is the teddy bear that you're attacking and this is your rapier, it just goes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I swing back the exact same pattern because I rolled the exact same number the second time.
So you've actually gotten up in there. You've gone around Quentin and Marthala and started swiping at sort of. We'll say it's butt. And okay. And so what are you gonna do with Marrow?
Marrow, I can't do anything with this strike. But I'm gonna give myself advantage on that second strike because that's what Zephyr Strike does.
Oh, okay.
So
Roll again
one
then.
more time.
Yeah.
That's a 15, and just because I remembered, Elven Accuracy lets me re-roll an advantage roll. Right? Tech? That's how that works?
What? So you have
I
double
said-
advantage? That doesn't
I
sound
never
right.
remember to use it, but the Elven Accuracy.
It lets you, like, if you have an attack, you can re-roll one of them. So yes, technically.
My highest is a 15 so far. Yeah, and that's even lower than the first one. So 15 plus 7. 22?
That'll hit.
So 20,
Yeah, that'll hit.
22. Okay.
Roll me some damage.
Um,
So it looks like this. You go.
sorry, we haven't played in a while, so
you
I'm getting
go-
back into this.
You
swing.
go. Woof, and then you go. Ah. Ah. I love this
cool,
teddy bear.
cool.
It's my favorite
My
teddy bear.
dice love me so much.
So soft.
That's a 1 plus 6, so that's 7 damage.
7 damage. Let me do math. Oh, let's see if I can do it in my head. No, that got me into trouble one time, and you guys killed something like forever, like several hits. So I'm gonna use my calculator. I did it right. Hooray! Okay, damage applied. What next? Are you done with your turn?
That's it.
Oh, was Zephyr Strike your bonus action? Is that why you can't
Yeah,
use
that was my
Marrow?
bonus. Yeah.
Okay. Marthala, you are up, and Brandel, you are on deck. What's Marthala doing besides being malevolently hugged by this teddy bear?
Well, I kind of have to try and get free.
Yep. So go ahead and
I mean, you can just hit it while you're grappled. It just means you can't leave. It doesn't mean you can't attack it.
Bite it.
can she attack it with her sword?
It kind of depends on how I'm grappled, though, doesn't it?
I think he's like he like hugged around her arms.
Like arms down.
Up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna
It's,
have.
I'm just wondering if it's grappled versus restrained.
It says grappled.
Cool. Restrained would be more arms pinned. Grappled is just held in place, but that is your call. It sounds like restrained.
It's just so big.
Yeah, no, totally legit.
Am I adding anything to this disadvantage roll?
No, it's a straight ability. It's a straight.
Athletics?
You know, it doesn't
Acrobatics,
say.
athletics, strength.
I'll let you use whichever one's higher, like strength, athletic, acrobatics, whichever one of those is higher.
Total, that's a 12 at disadvantage then.
So you are still grappled.
Cool.
My apologies. Okay, Brandel, you are up, and Druge, you are on deck. Brandel, what are we doing? Your friend is being malevolently hugged. Quentin has stabbed it in the butt, which made it roar. Marthala can't seem to get free. Druge tried to take a swipe at it, and that didn't land. You are muted, my friend.
Oh. Okay.
I'm waiting for one of the classics. I turn invisible. I use Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should, like, use a spell, but, like, I think I'm gonna wait and see what's up. I'm just gonna blast him for now. I'm just gonna
Do it.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
So I started blasting.
Anyway, I started blasting. What is it?
What do we got?
Oh, no. That is a 7 plus 2. Well, it's a 2 plus 7. I rolled a 2. So
Yikes.
that's 7, 8, 9 to
That's
hit.
that's a
for
miss.
The first blast.
It's a miss, my friend.
Okay, and the second blast is a 13 plus 7, so a lot of numbers.
That hits.
A
That
20
hits.
is a 30-20.
That hits. What's the damage on that one?
Okay,
And you have 3 now, right?
No, I have 2.
You have 2. Okay. What's the damage on that?
Just 9.
9. Excellent.
Nice.
Okay. And is that all you can do?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not in danger, I'll stay where I am.
You're probably back through the door, right? And you shot through. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a really big target, so there's not a lot of risk of you hitting Marthala unless you were to roll a 1. Okay, so Druge, you're up, and Relic, you are on deck. Druge, what are you doing?
Well, I would like to rage.
Sure.
That tracks.
Sounds right.
And as he does, the runes on the tusks will glow again, and this time there will be a deep purple. And behind
I
the.
I love it. You get advantage. No, I'm kidding.
You get it.
Did I mention that Marrow is purple? Like,
And behind the giant, malevolently hugging teddy bear, a small pulsing orb of the shade of purple will appear.
Okay.
And I would like to use my first attack to do a shove action to try and A, shove the teddy bear off of Marthala, and B, shove it backwards into said purple orb.
I will allow it. Do the thing.
Great. That is a 22 for athletics.
You succeed. Okay, so you kind of, is this the kind of thing where you're kind of gonna like grab the back of Marthala's armor and like get your hand in there and shove him away, or is this gonna be sort of like a Marthala knows what you're doing, so she's pulling back while you kind of get in there and shove him?
It's more of a charging forward, shoulder checking the teddy bear while pushing Marthala free with the trunk.
Oh yeah, like bam, so throw. Okay, got it. Okay. So Marthala, you are not going to be prone. You're gonna still be upright. What happens when the teddy bear gets thrown into the orb?
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
$16?
Yeah, that's fine. The purple orb explodes, but it doesn't do anything to our very large teddy bear. In which case, Struge will just use his second attack to murder it again.
Do I get an
Recklessly.
opportunity attack?
ooh, yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes. Let's resolve. Druge, do you mind if we resolve the opportunity
no,
attack?
do that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 23 to hit.
That hits. Roll me some
Ooh,
damage.
anger.
Ten points of damage.
Excellent.
I feel like there should be some sort of quippy phrase used here. I don't know what, but like,
That's your specialty.
shove off.
That's terrible. But yes.
No one thinks you're a pirate.
Okay, so back to Druge. You were using a glaive.
Yep.
Okay. So
I am
thought-
encouraging violence. We are attacking recklessly, which is a natural 20.
Excellent. That hits.
That will be a bunch of math.
Is it bad that I want like a classic calculator that just sits on my desk so I don't have to use my
Talking like-
phone?
TI-83 or like the big jewel tone solar powered.
I'm talking about the ones that have like giant fuck off buttons for people who
Yeah,
can't
the big,
see
like, jewel
shit.
plasticky ones.
Yeah. And I think I want like a kid's
Uh.
version that's like brightly colored. I think I need this.
What about like an old school accounting one that has like the
Pull handle.
ching?
That's probably a bit too much, yeah. I could use an
Yeah,
ooh.
but then it's
Well, I can't say that word.
Abacus,
That one. I could
abacus?
use that, yeah.
the accounting has a text
ag-
log though.
Fuck it.
21 points of slashing damage.
Bead counting clacky things. You said 21?
I did.
Jesus.
Natural 20s while raging.
Heck.
But that's
Heckin' heck.
it's taken 47 points of damage.
Sure has. All right. And is that your...
Yeah, that's all I got.
Oh, yeah, that's all you got. No big deal. Cool.
For your
Relic,
tank row, cut it in half.
Relic, you are up at... Relic, you are up, and then we are back at the top of the round.
So paint me a word picture here. Who's up on the bear? Who's not? How it did?
So the
did Druge
bear-
close,
Yeah,
or are you attacking from a distance?
Druge has a reach, right? Like a 10-foot reach.
10-foot reach. So
Yeah.
yes.
So
Druge would be right next to Marthala, and it would be, if we were talking on a grid, there would be a square between Druge, Marthala, and the giant teddy bear.
right.
Oh, right on. So nobody's like right up on it then.
Correct. Nobody is right up on it.
Ah, cool. All right. So, is it a bonus action or full action to just toss something?
I believe it's a bonus action, but I am willing to be told otherwise.
Depends on how you would like to rule that. As in,
Well,
is it an improvised weapon? Is it an item interaction?
Wait, are you
Is
throwing
it
the alchemist fire?
that he
I was
previously
planning on it.
prepared.
I'm gonna call that an action, yeah.
All right then. First and foremost, I'm going to use my bonus action to throw a little bardic inspiration at Marfala, and I'm gonna play just a little ditty on my new here lute and say, "All right then, just watch out for the heat, but you got him next."
Watch me for the
And
Perfect.
judges.
and then I'm going to release one of the vials of alchemist fire that I previously prepared in my attached to my belt, and I'm going to chuck it at this big target here in front of me.
I would like to see a chuck roll.
Dexterity.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check. And while you're doing that, I'm trying to find what the hell the damage was on this.
Would it be? Would I add anything or just my dex to
Do
it
you have
as an
anything?
improvised weapon? I guess I'm not. Never mind. I'm not
Proficient in alchemical
proficient
bullshit.
in throwing. Don't fail me now, Dessen.
Yeah, you're gonna make a ranged attack.
Okay, that's a 17.
That hits. So you're gonna roll
Whoosh.
1d4 fire damage at the start of each of the target's turns. But I want you
Yeah.
to roll one now, so because it's gonna take damage now, and then it'll keep taking damage.
That's a 4.
Nice. And then it's immediately its turn.
Yeah, so it's gonna take another.
Do I roll again?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again, because are you done with your turn?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Then yeah, roll again for me.
2.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say something cute and quippy about it getting hot in here.
So the alchemist
But
fire.
take off all your fur.
The way I think of the alchemist fire is that it's sticky. So it's so instead of like
Freeze
you
fire.
like chucking like a glowing brand at the teddy bear and it whooshing up into flames, what I imagine is the glass of the bottle is fragile enough that it'll shatter on impact and then sort of
Yeah.
splash around. So if we use the teddy bear as a model, it kind of like hits here and like splashes up like up his chin and across his arms a little bit. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does this teddy bear look like it's old enough that it was made out of flammable materials?
No. And
Sean,
yeah.
as we're kind of like as people are picking away at it, does it look like it's full of stuffing, or does it look like it has organs and blood and viscera inside?
It is bleeding. Yes, it does not appear to have stuffing.
Oh no. Question.
It's an excellent question. So as it is lit on fire, it is going to make a horrible roaring noise that has like an edge of scream in it, and then it's going to start throwing itself around the room to try and put this out. So I need to make a dex check. I fail my dex check, so it's still on fire, which is very distracting. And as it's thrashing around, it's going to try and take a chunk out of... You probably threw that from pretty far back, right? Because it's...
I was behind Druge.
Right, so I think... did you throw it, like, from behind Druge, specifically?
Well, no, I was just back near them. I guess
Okay.
he took a step forward, so I'm closer to the door.
Well, I'm going to try and bite Druge.
Cool. At advantage.
At advantage. No, not at advantage.
She's
I
reckless.
used reckless.
I think
that
him being on
advantage.
fire is gonna cancel that out. So I think it's just
Okay.
yeah.
Fair.
Does a 16 hit?
Super does.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a big.
Druge is a
naked
meat
boy.
tank, not an armor tank.
Yeah.
Ew.
He's a big naked boy.
Okay. So you're gonna take. Sorry, I have to find the right die. Oh Jesus! You're gonna take 6 damage.
So 3.
He's raging.
Because you're raging.
Cool. That's fine.
All right. It is now Quentin's turn with Marthala on deck. And Marthala, I'm not sure if you were at the table when this happened, but you have Bardic Inspiration. Quentin, what are we doing?
So, seeing something that looks like a teddy bear but has organs is just going to kind of tip him even further over the edge.
It's not great.
And
It's kind of gross.
if he could, he would be raging, but it's as close as he can get. And he's gonna kind of like he's got a wild look in his eye, and he's gonna just scream and run and like jump up into the air. And as he jumps into the air, he's going to face step to the top of this bear's head and try and just plunge the rapier straight down into its head.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
He's not having a good time.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Let's use a different die this time.
That's what messes you up. You gotta have loyalty to your dice.
No, it did fine last time. I'm just making the rounds.
These are my 2 favorite dice. They're Die Hard. They're the ones that you can take apart, so they're mixed and matched.
Yeah,
I am
that's
not
pretty cool.
good at taking them apart.
This is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
First attack.
No, I must demonstrate this because I started talking about it. Hang on. It's very important. I play with these. Okay, it comes apart like this. And it's very cool, and I love them. These are the ones rolling against you tonight.
Oh, good.
Good.
So that's 9 piercing damage.
Okay, so you plunge the rapier straight down into its head,
I'm
and
just gonna lift it up and do it again.
okay.
Like he's plunging a stubborn toilet.
Yeah.
That's a
Unsubscribe.
15.
To hit?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't hit. So I think
right,
so.
intrusion.
I think you plunge it in there, and it sort of starts to thrash around, and so you
Yep.
keep your footing instead of hitting.
That tracks for me.
All right, so Marthala, this bear is on fire, and Quentin is standing on top of its head, trying to stab it through its skull. So what are you doing?
Yeah. So, Marthala's gonna take a moment to recollect herself from her malevolent hug. You'll see her eyes begin to glow as her wings sprout from her back. And then I'm going to take a page out of Quentin's book. I'm going to run and leap towards its head. However, my goal is to circle its neck with my greatsword and cut off its head.
Nice.
Okay, roll to hit.
You made me mad.
Yeah, sorry.
That first one's a critical.
Nice.
You rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20.
That is amazing. Just tell me what this looks like.
Well, I have 2 more attacks, so hold, please.
Okay.
You have 3? Holy shit.
I have an action surge I'm gonna blow.
Oh, so that's 4.
No, it's 3. Right?
No, I think
Action
you have
surge
4 if
just
you
gives
use
you
your
another
surge.
action. So I
No,
basically
then
2
yeah.
attacks per action,
Yeah.
and you're getting another action. So
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay, so that's 2 of the 4,
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
which means a dirty 20 will hit.
Yep.
But a 13 will not. Okay, so 3 of the 4 hit.
Ah.
The first one's a critical. Remind me, do you double the dice or double the damage?
We do, you take the max damage for 1, and then you roll and add what you roll to the max damage of...
Okay.
I
So
don't
the
explain
max
that well.
damage is 17. Oh no, it's 22 because I have my wings out.
Great.
And
what?
then
You could have
then
used the
it'll.
bardic inspiration on the one you missed.
Oh.
Oh, I can. You're absolutely right. Hold on. Let
If
me
it's
do
still
math
alive
first.
after this.
Yeah. So 22 on the first one,
Mm-hmm.
or on the
The
No.
critical.
on the maximum is 22. But the actual hit beyond that is gonna be 11 plus 5, 16 for the first, and then 13, 18 for the second. $18 for the third. Is it still up?
No.
Okay.
No, it hasn't been up since your first hit.
Great.
You're just fluff.
No.
Flying
I'm
everywhere.
real mad at this teddy bear.
Yeah, so I love the idea of your wings igniting and your eyes igniting, and then your first hit almost goes all the way through its neck, and as you do that circle, you're basically like just covering the
Like a
same
cannon
ground.
bear.
Yeah, exactly.
We're opening a wine bottle.
And
Ew.
Sabering the wine bottle off.
I think it like pops off and then like falls to the side, and then the teddy bear just
Well,
keels
I'm on
over.
its head, and I jam the rapier in and kind of ride it to the ground.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want to go flying into nowhere.
Nope. Yeah.
Are you Legolas coming down the stairs right now?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So this teddy bear is super dead, and you are no longer in initiative. Congratulations, you've murdered a
heavily-
teddy bear.
Can I very heavily breathing and covered in fluff and blood, just like no look, try and high five Marthala,
Yeah.
heaving, looking at this thing?
Does Marthala high five him back?
Sort of, but also right now she's kind of in the middle of a bloodlust kind of
Yeah.
thing right now.
Malevolent
see.
high five.
Yeah, she's probably gonna high five him too hard. is
That's
the thing.
exactly what I was hoping for.
She's probably gonna hit him.
You fall.
he's like-
You're on the ground, and your head
He's
is
standing
ringing.
there going, high five, and she just like
Yeah,
he's
smacks
on the
you into the wall, and you bounce
I'm
off the
sorry.
wall onto the ground.
Are you okay?
just a thumbs up. He doesn't even get up, just thumbs up from the ground.
It wasn't interested in hugging.
Yeah, you think?
You get that impression.
I mean, it kinda hugged you.
No, it didn't.
No, okay. Yeah. All
Thank
right.
you for the words of encouragement, Relic. I kicked its ass just like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you
it
sure
still
did.
on fire?
Yeah, it is. It is smoldering gently.
Oh, but
That's
that
right.
smells terrible.
It
Yeah, does it
really
smell
does.
like
It
burnt-
smells like burnt hair and burnt like leather and like burnt like insides.
I love
And, like-
the smell of burnt bear in the morning.
Like a slight acidity that's kind of strange.
Druge will take a few deep breaths, let the purple fade from the runes, and then curl up his trunk, because this all smells terrible.
Yeah.
You try and tie it in a knot.
Can we see anything else in this space
Yeah.
now that
Yeah.
we
so
aren't being hindered by it?
there's actually
giant
there's a human-sized door on the back wall. And like what was interesting about this room is that it looks like a kid's kitchen, but there's no like none of the kids paraphernalia that you'd find in a kid's kitchen. It's just like blank counters and stuff, but everything was oversized and like had rounded, like exaggeratedly rounded edges with this teddy bear. The door on the back wall just looks like a straight up human door. There's no frills on it, but it looks really out of place on this wall. The way the house is shaped and the scale, it almost looks like a mouse hole, right? But it doesn't. But it is like in size comparison, but it's just a regular human door.
Everyone, this island is very strange. When I was a young girl, I was told a story about a cabin in the woods with 3 bears in it. So if we happen to see another 2 bears, they probably aren't nice. Just so everyone's aware, if you have any porridge, you should lay it out now.
What we got porridge for? If I got porridge, I'm gonna eat it.
Look, I don't know why the story had porridge in it, but all I know is it pacified the bears.
You offer porridge to bears is like, no. I always heard that you play dead.
I'm gonna do a
But that
nature
does
check to
not
see who's
work.
right.
Yeah.
Like, none of this sounds quite like. That's an 8.
You all tell very strange children's stories.
It was a cautionary tale. Look, where there's 1 bear, there's 3. That's all I know.
That's what
Bears-
Marthala learned from that story.
Writing
yeah.
that down.
Impacts are free.
It's like a familial unit. There's a mama and a papa and a baby.
Alright then, so we kill the baby first, because it's gonna be the easiest.
I
If
think
this
we
was the
just
baby,
did.
I don't want to see the parents.
No.
That's a good point.
You do not want angry mothers.
So you kill the mother first,
Well,
and then you save the child for last, because then it's easier to kill.
Well, now you're getting awfully dark about this.
This
I
is
don't.
a distressing conversation, yeah. All right,
Porridge
Not the one that
is the key.
brought up bears.
we're about halfway through our session, so we're gonna go ahead and take a break. And y'all want a 5 or a 10-minute break?
5 is good for
I'm
me.
with either,
Any-
yeah.
any- Okay, 5 it is. So we will be back 5 minutes after the hour. Stream, don't go
Yeah.
away. See you in a bit.
Boobs and butts.
And we're back in butts and butts.
Hello, friends. We had an interesting discussion over break, but the captions
Did you know
reset.
that Beanie Babies are full of spider eggs, and that eventually they're going to take over the world? The more you
Guided
know.
by their Furby overlords, yes.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't be a bad alien takeover technique. You know, you
Okay.
you place your spawn eggs in some sort of child's toy that goes wild, and people sell it and buy it all over the world, and then
You're
they
in
do all
every
the
bowl
distribution
then.
for you. Yeah.
There was a plot line in one of the Justice Leagues where there were aliens who tried to take over the world by basically putting mind control agents in everyone's Coca-Cola. So it got really popular,
go.
and everyone just
Oh,
drank Coke
yeah.
and
Also,
was
Halloween season
all
with the
about
witch.
it.
By the
yeah.
way, the Furby thing. So when I was a kid, sorry, Shauna.
No, you're
When I
good.
was a kid, I had a Furby. But it
yeah.
freaked my brother out, so my parents put it in the basement, and they were like, "Hopefully, she'll forget this exists." Which, of course, I did because I was like 9.
Right.
That makes it worse.
Years later, years later, I went in the basement,
And there was a
Hello,
Furby
and
Diana.
now they're
in
motion,
there.
they're motion activated.
Somehow still had battery.
Ugh.
So in this dark, creepy front room of the house, I hear "Hi." It also ended up down there because Mario threw it at a wall and it went for 3 hours.
Oh, no.
The
Like
90s.
the Black Mirror episode. What was that one with Miley Cyrus and the creepy
Oh
hyper
yeah,
intelligent
the
doll?
robot doll thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
D&D.
So-
Dragons.
You're standing in oversized kids' playhouse, and there is a teddy bear that was very, very large that you chopped the head off and it's slightly burning, and there's a human-sized door on the back wall. What are you all doing?
Nothing else in here.
I am so tired. Ugh.
Is there any paraphernalia that like might indicate like what's going on in here other than just a giant teddy bear sitting in a room by itself?
Like a bong
Okay.
or something?
I mean, roll a perception
Hey,
check.
you look for drugs here, mate.
Roll me a perception
No,
check.
it's more looking for like a scrying orb or
What-
you know, like
what part
security
of
camera.
Everything
Fancy
has been. Oh, okay.
That's 17.
All you're seeing are like vines that have broken through the house, like into the house, that are growing, and like there's a tree that started to grow between two flagstones because it managed to get a grip, and there's a sunbeam coming right through there, and that's about all you're seeing.
Okay.
Right, mate. Make yourself useful. Go check that door. Go pet that door.
Yeah, I'll go pet that door.
That's right.
So I'll walk over and I'll pet the door. I'll check it for traps.
Okay.
Still don't understand why he does this.
I think he's just got a thing for doors, mate.
Are we just letting it happen though? Shouldn't we be trying to help him?
No,
just-
just let it happen.
Yeah, just stay out of the way. When a man's got a thing for a door, you step out of the way and let him do his thing.
But he has
Maybe
a
should have
girlfriend now.
helped
I thought that would
because-
have helped.
You know,
Guys are
I would have thought
you're
so
the
too,
worst.
but and yet here we are.
So it's a total of investigation. It's a total of 10.
That's weak, mate.
I rolled a natural 7.
Oh.
Oh no.
All right.
Hey, remember how you get to re-roll if you want?
I don't.
Oh, that's
No,
right.
that's
You
only-
lost all your stuff. Never mind. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Hey,
Remember you
Is
don't get to do that.
is everybody comfortable with me introducing a little bit of weird with that nat 7, or would you like to just continue?
More weird.
I mean, we just killed a giant teddy bear full of organs, so
Hey, I've decided that it is important that I ask this
I
so that,
appreciate that.
you get a choice in this matter. Oh, that card's gone.
Do it.
forever.
Make it weird. Let's get weird.
Oh no, my cards were disrupted. No. Who put these
Who's another
back?
teddy bear?
I haven't touched them.
Nope, don't touch it. Go lay down.
okay.
Sorry, dog. So as you're checking this door, there's a that tree that I told you about that was just poking through the flagstones starts screaming, and is like, "You killed my friend!" And it's just screaming, and then there's the vines that are through all the walls start talking as well. They're saying things like, "What are you even doing in here?" And they sound really judgy.
Get judgy. Doing it for the vine. That's what.
Oh God.
You caught that? Yes.
Wait, is that what it was?
Yes.
a dead social media platform from like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not real relevant.
That's great.
Okay.
Do you do anything besides just talk to us?
No, they can't really move. They're just sentient.
Oh. All right. Well, carry on.
I believe the one in the floor, the tree in the floor, sounds quite distressing though, because it's like a very thin. It sounds like a kid screaming, and he's talking about you murdering his friend right in front of him. He's scarred for life. But you think the door is untrapped and unlocked.
Okay. I'll just kind of like look like side eye at the vines and kind of like push the door open.
Okay. So you're gonna walk into just a regular humanoid-sized hallway. So Druge, you're gonna have to duck a bit. You're used to this. But
Yeah,
you can
this is my life now.
you can make it in there. It's not tiny or anything. The hallway leads to another door, another set of doors.
All right.
So you're seeing it looks like the hallway is sort of a wall on the left side, and then on the right side you're seeing 3 doors, and then at the end of the hallway there's a 4th door.
So we go 3 doors
three
down.
doors down.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
Are you?
I mean, no. Never. Okay. I have to pick up these cards because the dog is trying to eat them. Oh Lord, that hurts.
The setup of this house is rather odd, don't you think?
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Is it a complex? Is it somewhere where somebody lives or somewhere where somebody experiments?
It's a training complex for all them assassin toys, right?
You know what?
that makes sense.
That might be it. I'm gonna walk over and put my ear to the first door and listen.
Want me a perception check?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. God damn it. So it's a
See?
total of a 16, but
Okay.
I rolled a natural 7.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think we just used the deck of weird, the deck of wonder, so I think
Yep.
unless anybody like really wants more weird, I think we can skip this nat 7. Anybody really want more weird?
Nope.
Okay. So we
I
will
think this is weird enough.
yeah, it's
Okay.
it's pretty weird. Okay. So you are hearing absolutely nothing through this door. It's dead silent.
This one closed, and I'll kind of like, or sorry, that sentence didn't make sense. I'll kind of like pat the door, like pat, like with my open palm. So yep, this door's nothing.
Well, who's there?
I didn't hear anybody. I mean, you're welcome to take a look.
Anyone want to
I'm
open
I'm
the
not going
first?
first again.
I'm gonna start my way over to the next door to listen to
Sorry, I thought I heard Brandel. Brandel, were you trying to say something?
Oh no, I just said, oh okay.
Okay.
that.
What'd you say, Diana?
She said she
I
didn't
said,
want
I'm
to.
not going first.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Quentin, go ahead and roll a perception for the second door. Does anyone want to open the first door?
Sure, I'll open the first door.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't tell anybody about it.
I mean, I assume everyone is there. They'll see me opening the door.
So the room is about 10 feet by 10 feet, so it's pretty small. And and the walls are lined with shelves, and there's a workbench with a stool. Everything is covered in like just inches of dust. Like no one's been in here forever. But what you see on the shelves, the entire room is full of a single type of toy, and this is that toy that was like a snake, and it was like jointed, so it's like carved out of wood, like in a chain,
it's
and
like
you can.
a big piece of wood that is like.
Yeah,
carved
that's
out.
been
Yeah.
carved out,
Made.
so it's all
Yeah.
jointed, and they're painted all different colors. And on the workbench, you can see a couple that somebody started making and are sort of half finished. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
One of these is going to be
minus
full of slinkies, and it's
14
going to be terrible.
plus Perception is 1, so 15.
So when you open the door, it almost seemed like for a moment something had moved. But as you stand there and you listen and you're looking around, everything seems perfectly still.
I'm gonna look back at the group and I wanna say, it's snakes.
What are all these motherfucking snakes doing in this motherfucking house?
Thank you.
You said they aren't moving, Dungeon Master?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna go up and hit one with my sword.
Roll me an attack, but not initiative.
I'm not taking any more chances. That is a 22 to hit.
You smash it.
Nice.
You hit it at the right angle that like it flies into several bits, not just in half, and you get like little wooden splinters sort of like shower over you.
I don't think these ones are alive.
Is there anything that looks valuable in here?
Roll me a perception check.
Gladly. That is a 14 plus 4, 18.
You rolled an 18.
That's correct.
Tucked on the workbench, like tucked back into a corner, is one of those ceramic piggy banks. You know, with like the cork in the nose and like the slit in the back where you put money.
Yeah.
And it's covered in dust, but it might have money in it.
I would like to pick that thing up and give it a little shake.
It immediately starts to move and makes
Oh, God.
oink noises.
I was just gonna be like, it squeals mildly, but it does.
That's weird. I'm gonna hold it away from my body, but when I shook it, did it do anything?
It just makes like a distressed oinking noises because you have shaken it around.
Oi there, little mate. Don't freak out. You got any money in you?
So it can't talk. It's just gonna keep oinking.
All right. Well,
this is
he's
very
gonna come with
clearly
us.
like a magical object, and you might want to like identify it in some way.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just gonna hold on to it now. I'm gonna tuck it under my arm and name it Sir Oinks-a-Lot. Everybody, welcome our newest party member. This is Sir Oinks-a-Lot. He's a pig.
Relic, if there's money inside, are you going to smash it open?
Well, I don't know. It's making a lot of noise, so I don't reckon I'll smash it just yet. I'm look
Seems-
meaningful at it.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, I'll hold on to him.
He
Hey,
settles.
he's worth a couple pennies.
He settles right into the crook of your arm and seems content.
All right then.
Let me.
I will have slung the loot over my back now. Because...
Let me look at something really quickly.
The hallucinogenic on skin contact.
I wrote down the like.
Hypnopig.
I use it on other people.
Oh, when you once you've held it for a moment, and you if you shook it a second time, you know that there's one copper coin in it.
Well, I feel a little weird pulling its cork out now, so I'll just leave it alone for the time being and adopt it.
You're just gonna raise it for bacon, aren't you?
It's ceramic, mate.
Yeah.
Are you deft?
It can
You kn-
hear you.
Not him. Quentin.
The bear was full of organs. Like,
No, mate.
You're feeding it.
Your math don't track.
Okay.
I do suspect, however, that it will somehow like lay golden eggs or something.
Or copper coins.
So at some point you're gonna have to like investigate this or something, and then I will give you more information. But that's all you know currently.
That's fine. Right now it's just a pet pig that I don't gotta feed or clean up after.
That's true.
And its name is Sir Oinks-a-Lot.
Is there another wooden snake on the table?
Yeah, there are a couple. There are maybe like 3 that where somebody had started making, and
Great.
there's like a pile of like 4 or 5 like back against the wall that were finished.
Yeah, I'm going to like sort of suspiciously side eye the pig that is now tucked in the crook of Relic's arm, and then just smash all of the snakes.
Okay, yeah, you get all of them. At one point, when you have smashed one, it almost looks like it's jumping up to bite you because of the angle you hit it at, and it is extremely startling, and it gets your heart going. But it turns out it's not alive. It didn't. You just smashed it in a way that it kind of jumped back at you. That's it.
You're welcome, everyone.
You really slew those snakes, yeah.
Yeah.
Druge would have been bringing up the rear since he always goes last in tight hallways.
Yeah.
I think I think he'd just be managing to get his head into the room to see Barthala go ham on these.
No,
Easy. Don't with the.
It kind of squint a little bit, but also take a bunch of deep breaths, and the runes will pulse on the tusks for a moment, and he will use his magic awareness to know if there's anything magical within 60 feet.
Now, do you just have
Aside
a
from the creepy
general?
doors.
You just have a sense of general magicalness, or do you know things?
Is it like a detect magic?
It's basically detect magic. Yeah.
Remind me what that does specifically.
I know that if there's a spell, and I know what school of magic it belongs to, though I don't know if that's super helpful for Druge. I think he would just know colors and be able to associate that with colors his runes go. Though I also don't know if he's associated that. So just say if it's magic.
Well,
Do you believe in magic?
the pig is definitely magic.
Mm-hmm.
Does that go through like stone and wooden stuff up to a certain thickness?
Yeah. How far does it reach?
Any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. So basically to see if the snakes
line of
were in
sight.
fact magical.
Got it.
No,
Yeah.
you don't sense any magic coming off of these snakes. There's a general aura of magic, like magic has been done in this room many times over before, but not in a really long time. Like the way I think of that is like if this would be a magic workshop, then the auras would be like super saturated, but over time it gets sort of like worn down, where like you can still tell that there was a lot of magic done here, but it's just not. It's almost like it's further away, if that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's fair. The idea was just, were these things even magical to begin with?
You think not.
Well, carry on.
Okay, so the second door. Did you roll a perception check for that?
I did. It was a 19.
Okay, again, you hear absolute silence behind this door.
Well, this room's full of snakes too. And I'll
Let me at him.
I'll kind of like just put my hand up, like I'm just, and kind of like slide the door open just a little bit and take a peek inside.
In this room, what you see are a different toy. But again, the same thing happens. Walls covered, the workbenches in the same walls covered in shelves, workbenches in the same spot. The workbench appears to have partially completed toys, and all the shelves appear to have completed ones. This toy you can see is like a spinny toy. So it looks like basically a stick with two wings, and it looks like it's plugged into something that has a string. And when you pull the string, you would imagine this looks like one of those toys that like pops up in the air and starts spinning, like the
Oh, one of those. I thought it was like a yo-yo that sleeps if you throw it down hard enough and just spins at the end.
Well, we haven't seen all the rooms yet, have we?
Great. Fantastic.
And what does it look like when Druge does magical awareness? Has this been intentionally done before, or is it still kind of a reaction?
No, that's the first time it's been done intentionally.
Okay. And you didn't communicate in any way that that's what you were doing?
Nope.
Okay. Then Quentin's gonna kind of like slide the door all the way open and motion for everybody to come over, and he'll walk over to the bench and take a look.
On the bench, you see some partially completed toys. Like you can see a thing that's disassembled, where you can see sort of the inside of the bottom, where the spring that the string would wind around. You see like a solid block of wood that hasn't been like the suggestion of one of the wings has been carved in. And you see a bunch of like you see there's a smaller shelf above the workbench, and you see just a row of heads.
What do the heads look like?
They look pretty generic, just like doll heads, and
Okay,
they're about
starter heads. Okay.
they're about this big.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like these helicopter things, do they look like they're carved into the shapes of like animals or like fairies
Yeah,
or
both.
Are they all the same, or are they all
No,
different?
they're fairly
Okay.
fanciful. Like each shelf has a different like version, but they're all the same basic structure.
Do any of them want to be a dentist?
I am ignoring comments such as that.
So he'll pick up like a completed set and take a look at it. Kind of turn around and show everybody.
Marthala would not enter a room with creepy doll heads in it.
Yeah,
Just for the record,
that's
she's
fair.
not going in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all that's in this room?
If you'd like to look a little deeper, you can roll a perception or an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll take a closer look, see if there's anything. Like, this is clearly a theme, like what's different between these rooms, that sort of thing. That is a 17.
Behind one of the bookshelves, or like underneath one of the bookshelves, you actually find, it's a little hard to see because it looks like a bunch of the toys have fallen there, but you do sense, like you pick up on a shape there. You pick up you find what looks like a severed hand. That it's just a skeleton now, and inside the palm of the skeleton hand is a stone. And it's a strange iridescent color. It is exactly 5 inches square, half an inch thick.
Cool. I'll reach down and pick it up by like the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is the stone in like the cage of the hand?
Yeah, so like if this were the skeleton of the hand, there'd be a
Yeah.
stone like right there, like where that die is.
Kind of like a monkey's paw situation. I'll
Not
pick
really.
that
Like
up
if you pick it up,
Okay.
like if you pick it up by the wrist, the stone will sit like in the fingers, but it's gonna fall right out like that.
So I'll catch it and put the hand. I'll turn around and show the hand to Relic and say, well, you're our native cleric. What do you make of this?
Oh, that's fucking cursed, mate. You should put that back.
Who, you want it? And then I'll kind of like hold it towards him.
No, I do not. What do you think, Sir Oinks-a-Lot? Is that a curse? Anything that's in a skeletal hand is, by and large, not worth doing. You should leave it where it lies.
He snuggles
gonna
against
pocket
you
the stone
as you
and
talk
just
to
show the
him,
hand.
like yes.
What was that, Luth?
Oh, I was saying I'm gonna pocket the stone and just kind of like wiggle the hand towards you.
Yeah, your bloody funeral, mate. Drews, you should keep an eye on him. He's cursed now.
Yeah, usually do.
You can say usually is.
Okay, we moving on to the third door.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Anybody want to take a swing at this one, or you want me to check it again?
Look, mate, we know
It's
you
your
you
thing.
got a thing for doors, so just go ahead and do your thing. Pet it up.
Sure. I'll go and I'll go check out the door, see if we hear anything.
I'm gonna look at Marthala and go, why is he acting like he doesn't do this every time? Why is he acting like he's weird or something?
I don't know. Perhaps it's because we keep giving him such a hard time about it. Just pretend like this is totally normal.
Oh, yeah,
You
it's totally
go,
normal.
Quentin.
It is.
Good job.
Yeah, not gonna tell your girlfriend about all these doors.
Well, now you're making it sound like you absolutely are going to tell her.
Well, of
Well,
course
you
I
know,
am.
she makes hinges, so what do you know?
Okay, roll me a perception check. Ooh, I got a new follower. Thanks for following, Master Beatball.
Awesome name.
Yeah, right?
Awesome name.
Yeah, I like it.
I wonder if he killed Master Shake and took his title. That's gonna be a 15.
Yeah, you're hearing silence behind this door as well.
More snakes. I'll kind of swing the door open a little bit.
In this room,
There's the rest of the dead person.
Oh,
You-
and I kept that assembled helicopter thingy.
oh, you kept it. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure, that won't be important.
So I want to mark when you guys pick stuff up so I can remember it. So in this room, what you're seeing, so again, single toy, shelves lining the walls, workbench, same place. What you're seeing in here is a toy that looks like metal that's been like bent into a long U shape, and then there's a colorful wooden like almost like a top, so it's round and it's got a point on either side that sits inside the metal frame.
Yep. It's like when you squeeze it, it like goes down and around the end and back over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
And-
Uh,
Yeah,
wanna
and
go check this room out with me.
on the workbench, you're seeing disassembled, in this process of being made versions of this.
Relic, this could be useful the next time you want to pretend to be a child. This might help your disguise.
Why on earth would this help?
Yeah, I mean, it's a toy that kids play with.
Yeah, so dolls.
Yeah, but you don't
I
like
will-
dolls.
I will poke around. Yeah, you don't know me, mate. I will poke around and see if I find anything of value.
Roll me an investigation check.
Gladly. That's a natural one.
When you get too close to one of the shelves, you bump into it, and the whole shelf full of toys falls down on you. Not the shelf, but all the toys just sort of like tip over because the shelf was like a little unstable to begin with.
Attacking me! Everybody out! Everybody out! They're attacking me! And I'm gonna push everybody out and chuck in a bottle of alchemist fire.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Rex.
Alright, let's go.
Awesome.
And
All
shut
right. It immediately ignites, and all of the wooden parts of the toys start to catch on fire, and all of the metal starts to melt after a couple of minutes.
As we stand there and watch it burn, I think I'm gonna say, it occurs to me, I hope we don't need one of each of these toys later.
What? That's a silly concept, mate. They attacked me. You saw it first.
Yep. Then I'll kind of roll my eyes and walk towards the fourth door.
You
We
saw
need
that,
toys.
my fella. They attacked me.
Well, Relic, although I appreciate your initiative in handling the problem, I'm not entirely so that you interpreted those events properly. But
No, they
your
attacked me.
reaction time is much better than it used to be. I'm very proud of you for that.
Love the way you put that.
It would maybe not so fast to set it all on fire next time.
Well, that's my last alchemist fire, so that's all right. That's it.
That was your last one.
Yeah, I only had 2. Look, I've been carrying these things around for months. This is dangerous. I've been doing this for the team.
You're right. Thank you so much for your great sacrifice.
Yeah. I could set myself on fire at any moment, but I didn't, and now I've saved us all from some load of wacky toys. You're welcome.
Is there anything else we need to smash or light on fire, or should we keep moving?
All right, so you're checking the 4th door. So Quentin, roll me a perception check for that.
I'll kind of like look over at Brandel and be like, "You want to take this one?"
Sure. Yeah.
I'll kind of
open
like
the
step
door.
aside and gesture for him to take it.
Roll me a perception check.
Look, Relic, he's
Ooh.
spreading his sickness. Do you think he needs a friend so he doesn't feel
perception
strange
check?
about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a +1, and the total's an 8.
You rolled a
Which
nat
means I rolled
7.
a 7.
Yeah. You guys want some more weird? Are you good with the weird we got?
I'm good with the weird we got.
Okay.
Okay.
Agreed.
We still hear
Um,
that one baby vine screaming from the other room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Mark,
a tiny
hold on,
tree.
I'm not
Just
I'm not
left the
really
door
sure what's going on here. I think that Quentin has some weird thing for doors, and he doesn't want to be the only one.
Maybe he's trying to teach someone else his craft. I'm sure there's an actual purpose for it. There has to
Well,
be.
Let him do his thing.
Brandel, you hear like a whistling noise, like wind is whooshing through something, but like a sort of a deeper bass note, kind of like not through a crack, but through like a hallway almost.
Oh, okay.
Well, this one isn't empty.
Well, what's
so
in
who's
that?
going first?
Well,
You loved on that
traditionally-
door.
Yeah, I open the door and I walk through. So
All right. I'll open the door.
Okay, so when you open the door, like 2 inches from the threshold of the door, a yawning pit begins.
oh jeez.
The hallway is about 4 feet wide, and the pit that you're looking at is about 5 feet across. And it is, you cannot see the bottom.
Nice.
Just do it. Whoever designed this house really needs some lessons, I swear.
Quentin, the
Yeah.
rock in your pocket, you become aware of it for some reason.
Before I address that, did you say this is a hallway we opened, or is it another room?
It's a hallway.
It's a hallway. Okay. I'll kind of like, look a little confused and then take the rock out of my pocket.
And you're holding it in your hand.
Yep. Is it doing anything?
Roll me an Arcana check.
No. Yeah, because that's something I'm good at.
Well,
No, I'm not saying I'm not going to. I'm just don't expect much. Okay. Well, that's 11 plus 0.
it's just there's this sort of feels like a nagging feeling, like something about the pit and something about the stone. You're not quite sure.
And what is this? Does this stone look like a gemstone of any kind, or like what does it look like?
It looks like a rock that is iridescent, and it's perfectly square. It's a perfect 5-inch square, and it's about a half an inch thick. It's got heft to it too, like it's got a very satisfying weight. And it's just the right shape to like fit in your palm. Like you could really get your like a grip around this and it would feel comfortable.
Okay. I don't know why, but I feel like this stone's related to that pit, and no, I'm not throwing it in Relic.
Wait, why don't you jump in?
Well, that doesn't really seem helpful.
I will look at him and turn and face towards him and step backwards into the pit.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean that.
And then I misty stepped earlier. I will face step back up to the top of the pit. There, you happy?
I don't know.
Marthala
Anything happen?
Marthala absolutely would have forgotten that that's a thing you can do, and she would have dove into the pit after you, just so you know.
Oh no. Was I quick enough coming back up, or did you like already dive?
I mean, what's the range on your
Master?
teleport?
Yeah,
I have a response if you jumped in.
So, I think Marthala, knowing Marthala, and correct me if I'm wrong, I really feel like it would have been like as you were falling backwards, she was already lunging
like
forward.
As you realized I was going to do it.
So yeah. I don't think you would have face stepped back up before she had already began like her descent.
Okay, that's totally fine. I see this happening, and my reaction will change from like I'm screwing with Relic to oh shit, and I'm gonna reach out and grab for Marthala.
Mm-hmm.
Does she reach out for me?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Still
Are we able
thinking
to make
you're
that
falling.
Are we able to make that connection, DM?
Yeah. I mean, this is not a very big pit, so yeah.
Okay. When I face step, I will take her with me.
Okay.
Bam.
Do I know that's what's happening?
Nope, because I've never taken anybody with me before.
I think your stomach does the same thing that like when you pop out of the plane and back in, but like on top of each other, so it's an even more uncomfortable feeling.
Oh God!
I was screwing with them. Like, why would I step in if I didn't? You know I can. Oh,
you moron! And I'll punch him in the stomach.
That's what you get for messing around. We're in a dangerous situation here, mate. You need to keep your head on straight. No, don't go futzing around like that. Come on, mate. She could have got hurt.
Shut up, Alec. You made him do it.
I did nothing of the sort.
Do you think when you get punched in the stomach, you would release what's in your hands or squeeze it?
I would have tucked that back into my hand before I stepped off the ledge. Like, I specifically didn't want to lose it to the
You
pit.
would have tucked it into your pocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have a hole in my pocket now?
No.
Not a concerning question at all.
Right?
So, is there anything else in the room besides the pit? Or is it just...
Across the pit, there's more hallway. You can see 2 more doors on the right and another door at the end of the hallway.
Huh.
So, that hurt. I have a nagging feeling that this stone has something to do with the pit. Like, does anybody have anything they could check this with?
Check the pit?
Or the stone?
Or the stone.
Well, you think so, Onxalot.
Sir Onxalot nuzzles against you anytime you talk to him. He is staring up at you with those wide, adorable brown eyes, and it is very endearing.
Are you just describing Septima?
Yes.
So, Onxalot thinks that you are a Muppet.
I don't know what a Muppet is, but
It's
okay.
Quentin, let me take a look at that.
I'll hand it over to Druge.
He will grab it with the trunk, and the runes will pulse again, and we'll burn another magic awareness.
You're gonna get a feeling of like movement, and the color around it, the aura indicates like a conjuration type magic.
Druge will relay that. Without using conjuration magic, just more in terms of movement and bringing things into places.
Yeah.
Good doing.
Well,
Like, it looked very strange. You were focusing on it very hard, and then you knew things. Is that? Could you teach me how?
I don't know. As we've been getting closer to home, things have been making more sense.
Oh. Oh.
Is
And
that
knowing a little bit about Druge, not a lot, mind you, just a little bit, enough to know that home is not necessarily a super happy association for him.
Mm-hmm.
She'll kind of just like reach out and pat his trunk.
Yeah, he'll let that happen and hand the stone pebble square thing back over to Quentin, because I don't think he doesn't know enough about magic to be able to glean anything from that. Just know
No.
what that is.
Yeah, that's about all you get from that.
Okay, and like, yeah, I'm answering some questions and backstory in my head. Yeah, okay, so I'll turn around and kind of like frisbee toss it into the pit.
Oh, you tossed it?
You toss the stone
Yep.
into the pit.
Yeah, like kind of like toss it, like ring toss into the pit.
You don't hear it hit the ground.
Walk over and take a look.
You see a deep, dark pit.
Druge will rummage in his pack for a minute and pull out a torch and a tinderbox and light the torch and drop that down the pit.
You see the light, like it goes far enough that you can no longer see the light, but you never see it hit a bottom.
Good.
She is in there.
Like it just eventually disappears?
Yeah, like you eventually
It
can't
just
see the light
goes and
anymore. It just
goes
keeps
and goes,
falling.
and I just-
Yeah.
okay.
How long does your magic awareness last, Rouge?
6 seconds.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one
so
round.
It's a round.
It's not detect magic where it's just up for a while. It's
Gotcha,
just
okay.
It's like a feeling, right? Like a
Yeah.
a general sense.
Intuition.
I roll to detect vibes. Yeah.
Vibe check.
Yeah. That's pretty much
That's
what it is.
basically
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Are there magical vibes? Is the most he can get out of that.
You can remove that stone from your inventory.
I never put it in my inventory.
Great. It's gone forever.
Just yeeted
No,
that
you don't
into
need
the
to
Tell me
abyss.
that.
Why on earth would you do that?
I
You
mean, we could have
told me
started with
to.
the torch, but you know, it's up to you.
I told
You're
you to
not very
jump in the
good at
pit.
this.
He's really not, is he? You go
Maybe
pet
it
another
was-
door.
Hey, okay. You want me to toss you?
Not
No.
what I said. I said go pet a door.
Well, how do
You
you
got
suppose
something
we
in
get
your ear
across?
too.
So I think we are right at the end of our time. I think this is where we're going to leave it for the evening. You were standing
I-
arguing on the edge of a pit.
Cast Thunderwave and blow Quentin across the pit.
How far does Thunderwave move
5
somebody?
feet.
No, I don't. I don't actually do that, but
Oh.
up to 10 feet.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you
it would work.
Sorry, do you actually do that?
No.
No. Okay.
Aw.
So this is where we're gonna leave it for the evening. Stream, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna talk to the players about what they learned, and then we're gonna talk about role playing moments that they thought were really good tonight. I accept role playing moment nominations from chat as well. So if there's anything that happened tonight that you thought was just awesome and you want to call it out, chuck that in chat, and the players will get to vote on which one they like best, and that person will get a role playing point, which means they can re-roll something. So what did you all learn this evening?
Something weird going on here.
There's even more toys, but not all of them are magic. Maybe, perhaps.
Bears here are not fond of hugging.
Nope. They don't like to hug.
Not only do
Druge
they
can
not like to hug-
Druge can do magic stuff that I didn't know about. So
Mhm.
yeah, he can do magic stuff.
Yep.
Kind of. Adjacently.
Kinda, sort
A
of,
little.
a little bit.
If
yeah.
it looks like magic and it talks like magic. Druge, what were you saying about also bears?
Are full of blood and guts instead of stuffing.
That was weird.
There will be 2 more, remember?
Yeah, and we gotta find some porridge between now and then so that we can tempt them with it.
People on this continent
But
tell
we need one
very
that's
strange
hot,
children's
one
stories.
that's-
Two more bears, need to find porridge. People on this continent tell strange stories. Tell strange children's stories. Cool. Did you learn anything else?
Well, there was a jewel.
A what?
There was
Jewel?
a stone, a jewel.
A story. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was.
Until it was yeeted into the abyss.
Hey,
Yes.
it said it wanted to go in the pit, and then nothing
That
happened.
that's
so.
that.
This just joins the, the stories I get to tell other
Okay,
GMs
so
about
out
what
of
players do
character-
with magic items.
I'm really upset that it did nothing and it's gone forever.
The
I'm so
worst,
mad.
the worst part about it is I'm never gonna tell you what it does.
I know.
Yeah,
It's like
no,
it's
You'll
giving me real
never
world
know because this
This
one
is
isn't in a book. I just came up with this one, so
It's giving me
You
real
can't
world
even look it
anxiety.
up.
if it really
I'd rather-
bothers you, I will tell you offline. But
No, like it's giving us time. We're pausing now to know if I jump in after it.
Speaking
I
of
mean, I have
jumping
a potion
in,
of climbing.
Speaking of jumping
Martha
in, Drush,
just
yeah.
eating herself into the abyss after Quentin, and then Quentin apparently can take people while he face steps, and people can do some weird shit, man. There's some people got some stuff.
Transitions.
Yeah.
Also, Marthala's got some rage light going on.
Yeah.
Next time Drew gets to pull her aside, they're having a chat.
I like the idea of Rage Light because you can like do Rage Light LIGHT because she lights up, or Rage Light LITE because it's like,
Yeah.
Rage Light.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. What else? Did you learn?
RP moments.
Are you ready for
Oh,
RP
learn.
moments? Yeah, we're on learn still.
Well, the jewel belonged to a person at some point.
Did you learn that?
Well,
Or are you
Not a
assuming
giant
this?
hand.
just the fact that I mean the stone was in the hand of someone. Someone was
Oh.
lost. You know.
Yeah. Okay. I see
We
what you
only
mean.
found the hand of that someone. But I mean, presumably that hand belonged to someone.
Yeah, the stone belonged to the hand belonged to someone, so therefore the stone belonged to someone.
And
Transitive property
there's
of ownership.
there's
That was a little bit complicated. Yeah.
there's lore with the severed hand too. That if you'd figured out what the item did, you would have figured out some of the lore, which you'll never
Yeah.
know now.
Which now is lost forever. Yeah.
Look,
Thanks,
tried, guys. I tried.
All right. Did you learn anything else, or would you like to do RP moments?
What were you saying, Diana?
Oh, sorry.
Nothing.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
We
I-
learned nothing because we don't have this stone.
It's true.
I got a talking pig. I don't know about you guys.
It specifically doesn't talk.
I'm really glad you
Yeah.
picked that up. He's super cute. I can't wait until you learn more about him.
I will learn nothing about him.
I do have detect magic. Son of a bitch. That was my other character.
Marthala saying something?
Sorry.
I just have you turned down too low. I just turned you back up. Sorry about that. I don't know how that got turned down. I think I was clicking on something randomly. My apologies. All right, if we're done with learned, can we do role-playing points?
Yes.
What was fun tonight?
I want to
was
nominate
a really good
Quentin for tossing the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to unnominate Quentin for tossing the stone.
I want to unnominate Quentin for tossing the stone. I thought if I tossed it in there, it would like turn into an elevator or something, and we could ride it down like a floating platform or something.
See, I
Yeah.
thought the same thing, but I was like, oh, maybe we have to jump while holding it. You know?
Quentins are bad at magical probability. I'm just throwing this out there. Like,
Yeah.
what on earth led you to believe that was what you had to do?
It was
No, I mean, I
conjuration
still
and
think we should
something to
have
do
done
with
the
the whole.
torch
Yeah.
first. But you know.
Yeah, like you took that very small amount of information that you had and made that assumption. It's just
That's how
kind
he
of like,
thinks.
It was
How it
good.
thinks.
It worked out. No. Perfect.
all right, yep. Other good role-playing moments.
So that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we nominate Marthala for jumping in after Quentin like instantly?
Yeah, that and all of the. I would like to kind of rage and smash all of the toys and
Yeah.
cut heads off. And
Marthala smash.
yeah,
Her just immediately smashing all the things was also
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Oh, hang
Yeah,
on.
just
Oh, no,
all of that.
Everything. I nominate Marthala.
Marthala for existing.
Guys, but I'm not here next week.
But you'll be back eventually, right? Like, and
Yeah.
then you'll have a role playing point. I will write it down. If you get it, you don't know. Maybe it won't be you. I don't
That's
know.
true. Yeah, you know what? That's absolutely true. I'm just saying, I won't be able to use anything right away.
I also want to nominate Relic for bumping into a shelf and then screaming he's being attacked by toys and igniting the room on fire.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that was
good.
super on brand.
Yeah,
And then
that's all
just like
tracks.
shutting the door and leaving it for somebody else to deal with.
I imagine
Look, I saved you all.
I imagine you like, okay, oh my god, you chucked it, and then like you realized what you'd done, and then you just sort of like shut the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I admit nothing. I was attacked by those toys. You saw them.
Of course I did. You're very brave.
Thank you.
Is that all of your bottles, by the way?
Yep, that's all of them. I had 3.
What was your first one on? Oh, the boats.
Nope.
Boats.
No. There
The
was
thing
a
in the pit thingy.
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing
yeah, yeah.
there was a
showing
thing
back
coming
up.
through the wall. He
From
used
the-
it on
the
my
basement,
my
yeah.
big bad and completely canceled it out. It was fine. Okay, other good role playing moments.
That's all I had written down.
Okay, go ahead and vote.
Look at me, I'm Quentin. I write things down.
Wow, look at that
Wow.
shade.
Look
Rude.
at that boat that was going over Relic that maybe isn't. It did anyway.
I don't have a green stone emoji.
Anything's hover, like that's how it works.
You're gonna hate me when you find out what it actually did.
You said we'd never know.
Don't tell
Yeah,
me because
It'll be years and
debating
years
jumping in after
later.
it.
We'll be like 80 or 90 years old and sitting on a porch and sipping tea.
Throw into the pit.
And I'm gonna tell him what it does, and he'll just he'll as an 80, 90-year-old man crush the glass he's holding because he's so mad.
I wasn't kidding. Quentin's debating on jumping in after it, so we'll see what happens.
Nice.
Waiting on one more vote.
Told you he was cursed. That thing messed with his brain.
You're not wrong. If nothing else, it at least did that.
We're in.
Okay, I'm just going with
Muppet.
the green star then.
That's one of my emotes. I love it. Sorry, Mark 2. Okay, so Quentin's gonna take the role-playing point for tossing his unknown magic stone into a bottomless pit.
Cool. Yep. No, thanks, guys. It's good.
Hooray!
Feeling good.
You
feeling
did this
great.
to you, and Druce was
Feeling
already in the
confident.
back of the conga line. So
Yeah, I really enjoyed. That was fun. Okay, so before we say bye to Stream, is there anything anybody is doing over the next week or so that you think everyone should absolutely go look at?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me more about it.
Well, tomorrow is Diana's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
oh shit,
Happy birthday.
Happy
And-
birthday.
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
that.
We are doing a very special episode of But What If, where we survive disasters, birthday disaster scenarios.
Ooh, I definitely have to
Specifically
tune in for
birthday
that.
disaster.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday we have a perfectly compliant,
Mm-hmm. Villain.
IP compliant
Mhm.
villain
Mm-hmm.
one shot with an amazing cast and just a shit ton of giveaways. So if you want to try and win something fun,
You said that was on
exciting,
Saturday?
Saturday at noon Pacific.
Yeah, I think I usually stream on Saturday, but we're missing a player, and I think we're gonna end up watching that instead of we were gonna watch a movie, and I think we're gonna watch that instead. I'm very excited.
Ooh.
It's for a good cause too. It's for charity.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you're raising money, and you're doing giveaways, and you're doing a one shot that's IP compliant, and it's gonna be awesome. Who else is playing with you?
Emily the Spoon, and Cynthia Marie, and Mason Dula, and I'm DMing it, and Diana is playing as well.
Excellent.
Nice.
And we might have another player. We haven't finalized that yet.
That sounds
Find
like
out
a
on
really
Saturday.
exciting group. Yeah, find out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Special final guest. It's gonna be awesome.
Scatterday is very different.
Oh.
That sounds shitty.
Oh.
No, you're fired.
No.
You're not allowed to
No.
watch the birthday
Aaron.
stream.
No. No.
Ruined my birthday, and it hasn't even started yet.
Aw,
that-
Aaron.
Your birthday's on Thursday, not Scatterday.
Oh my god. Okay, so anything else anybody would like to share that they want people to come check out? Excellent. Soon I will have a couple things to announce. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Game to Grow, and we're going to be doing a couple of interesting things with that over the next couple months. Once I have something that I can point at, I will start announcing that. But it should be cool. Let me know if you have any questions about it. It is fundraising involved. I think we're on hold D&D wise until next week for this stream. If we can all get together for this stream. So yeah, that's all I got on my docket. I'm still recovering from the vaccine, so I'm not doing a ton online. I'm streaming Cozy Grove to be calm at night.
Thank you for running tonight, Shauna.
Yeah, I really wanted to play with you
Yeah,
one more
It
time.
was fun.
I did. I have like 2 activities that wake me up for a couple hours. Oh, that sounds weird. It's going for a walk and drinking this sun tea, which has no chemicals in it, just sunshine.
Nice.
Sorry to erase the weird. And yeah, I really wanted to do it. I was really excited. I miss playing with y'all, and I wanted to rally. I did. Y'all give me life.
Proud of you.
Thank you. I love playing with you. Okay, so I think that's it. Anything else? Are we ready to say goodnight?
Good night.
All right, everybody say bye. Stream.
Bye.
Be free.